Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you here today for the final part of my cool toned summer color palette lip collection. Today we are focusing on my lip tints, liquid lipsticks, lip balms, so anything that falls into the more liquid sheer category. Got a lot to cover. Get comfy, and we will get right into this video. Before we get into lip tints, I have a few things I hauled. 2 Femme Heartcore lipstick in shade 022 Femme. And this is described online as a pink nude. For me, my skin tone, my lip color, this is not a pink nude. This is more of a mid-tone plummy pink. But that being said, it is very, very cool toned. It's going to do exceptionally well for your cool true winters and cool true summers. For a little bit of a vampy color, this is beautiful for a late summer, or is for something a little bit more vibrant. It could do really well for a soft muted summer. So again, that is the Too Faced 2 Femme Heartcore lipstick in the shade 022 Femme. That is a lot of twos. I love the L'Oreal Glowed Paradise Balms 110 Pastel Exaltation. When I saw pastel, I was like, oh, it's be a really pretty like pastel pink, and it's not. Bridging color between cool or bright winter and cool bright spring, light summer, light spring, and soft summer or soft autumn. That's really pretty though, and it almost feels like it's getting a little bit more pink compared to some of the other shades. More neutral, but it also has a strong white base, which is making the color kind of bounce off the page. On my skin, it's definitely pulling more pink, pad of my finger, more pastel pink. Seeing how it has this strong white base in the color, I'm going to sort this with my light summer or cool summer colors. NYX Barbie movie collaboration lipsticks, and this is a matte lip cream, Dreamhouse Pink. Oh wow, that's a lot more pigment than I was expecting. Very pigmented. Fair to light skin tone, this seems to be a little bit more of a statement pink color. On the lips, it is pretty much this medium deep pink with a strong blue undertone. I feel like this would do best for cool true summer, but I also feel like almost any of the winter color palettes could wear this color with ease. I'm going to sort this for now into my winter colors, and that leaves me with these two. These were both living in my bag. Roto Water Lip. I don't know the shade. There's 3 shades in this available, and it's a tinted lip balm. This has an SPF in it. I have everything linked and labeled. On my lips, this is just a really pretty pink that gives the lips a nice shine and sun protection. I really love this, and this is gonna go back in my bag. Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm in Pink Blossom. My lips but better, but it is a cool pink. So pretty. And it feels wonderful on the lips. It's almost pulling slightly more neutral, but I feel like it looks slightly warmer than it is because it is quite muted. Like if we look at like the Roto color or even the NYX Dreamhouse Pink, this doesn't have that same white base to it. This definitely has a little bit more of a gray muted undertone, slightly in line with some of these muted purples up here. So we've got a little bit more of like a natural, slightly muted pink tone, and it's really beautiful. I'm gonna again put this one back in my bag. Into the lip tints, lip stains. I love this formula of color, so let's start with Laka. Laka is a K-beauty brand, and does this tell me the name? This does not tell me the formula name. The shade is 102 Dewy. This has an interesting berry smell. It's almost like a kind of plastic dolly smell meets a berry smell. Gonna be a little bit more neutral, cool. I feel like this is gonna be a color that does really well for soft muted summer as well as deep dark winter. I feel like there might be a little too much warmth in this for a cool true summer or cool true winter. Like if we look at this compared to this magenta shade up here, this has more of a cool undertone compared to the neutrality that this Laka Dewy shade has. I'm going to sort this as a soft muted summer lip color, but this would also do really beautiful for a deep dark winter. Next one we have is from Chanel, Rouge Allure Lock in for Exurgence. And I remember one day when I was at the Chanel boutique at Holt Renfrew, this color just really caught my eye. It's a lot more of a statement color than I had anticipated on, but you could sheer this out and make it a really pretty color. And looking at this color next to the one from Laka, overall, they're both a little bit more on the neutral cool tone side. They're not going to be as cool as the magentas or some of the deeper pinks, but this one has a little bit more of a brightness to it. So if we look at this in comparison to this, you can definitely see the gray in that versus the white in this, which makes the Chanel color almost come towards you on the camera, where the one from Laka is kind of pushing back or receding backwards. I'm going to sort this one as, I don't know, it might be pulling a little bit more cool tone as it dries down, but to be safe, I'm going to make this a little bit more of like a bright winter or clear winter, but also very workable for a light summer as like a red lipstick alternative. By Terry Lip Expert Matte in shade number 3, Rosy Kiss. Putting this color on the paper, just even getting its initial color down, you can see how much more cool toned this is than these previous two shades. And off the bat, this is screaming cool, true summer, but I feel like it's got enough of a little bit of a pinky shift in it to where it could also work for light or bright summer or soft muted summer. And for sorting, this kind of goes in the middle, so it could go either direction. I feel like a lot of these are going to pull more on the soft summer side because that's my general comfort zone, but colors like this are ones I want to experiment a little bit more, create some more looks around. For the time being, I'm going to go ahead and sort this into my light summer, cool summer lip colors just to get some more wear out of it. Let's take a look at the Peri Para Ink Velvet Tint in number 17, Rosy Nude. This is like the queen of soft summer lip colors. It is quite muted, slightly on the warmer neutral side. I don't know. I feel like the gray base plays with my eyes a little bit, which makes it feel warmer than it is because kind of blend it out, spread it out. It does lean, I would say, more neutral cool, but it's like a neutral cool muted brownie rose. For me, I can't compare the two because I don't have the original like KVD Lolita liquid lipstick, but this almost reminds me of a slightly more cool plummy variation of that because that always had a little bit more brown. I feel like this would be summer, but this is definitely going to be a soft summer or deep winter color. So Peri Para Ink Velvet Tint in number 17, Rosy Nude, is going to go soft summer. Peri Para Ink Airy Velvet. So these are similar to the Velvet, but they're a little bit more lightweight and a little bit more moussey. This is number 14, Rosy Pink. Wow, that is such a beautiful color. And you can really see the kind of brightness of the color really makes it jump off the page. In actuality, it's not overly different from the Chanel color. But if we look at the Chanel versus the Peri Para, the Chanel has more of a gray base, where the Chanel has a little bit more of a white base. If you're shopping around and you were thinking about getting one of these two colors but you didn't know what to go for, I would go for the Chanel if you are going to be more on that cool summer or light summer and you want a little bit more of a red pink alternative color. And if you are a cool true winter or clear bright winter, I would go for the Peri Para. So I'm going to sort the Peri Para Rosy Pink Ink Tint in my bright clear winter selection. I was almost certain I had another shade in the Peri Para tint. I think it's called Elf Light Rose. Maybe it'll turn up, or maybe I gave it to my mom. I'm not sure. The next one we're going to look at is another Ink Airy Velvet. This is number 21, Fluffy Peach. This is one of my favorites. I reach for this a lot on casual days because it's just so easy to wear. Getting that initial color swatch done, you can see how much more gray is in the undertone of this color compared to the white in the previous tint that we looked at. This is beautiful. This is one, I feel like this really kind of works well for light summer or soft muted summer. It's just so easy. It's like my lips, but better with a pink peach twist. And this does pull a little bit more on that neutral side. So I feel like it's going to have slightly too much warmth for cool true summer. So I'm going to sort this with my light summer colors. Maybelline Superstay Ink Vinyl Lipsticks. This is a formula I am quite a fan of. So let's take a look at the shades that I have. The first one is going to be number 20 Koi. These do dry down, so you almost need to let them sit down for just a moment before you judge the color. So I'm going to swatch all four and then we will kind of assess the color. So we have Koi, 35, Cheeky, 40, Witty, and then my personal favorite, number 110, Awestruck. First thing I have to say about these Maybelline Superstay Ink is part of the overall charm of the colors is how muted they are. That makes them a little bit more subdued, so even the really intense shades are not going to feel as vibrant or as in your face as something that has a strong white base like the shade that we tried from Peri Para. Looking at these three, if I was going to sort them, let's start our way from right to left because I work backwards because of being left-handed. So we have number 20 Koi. Koi is going to do really well for, I would say, soft, cool summer or soft, muted summer. This is going to be a little too muted, a little too dull for like an everyday light summer color. And that's kind of the thing with these. All of these shades are really muted. They don't have that white base or that color value that the light summer color palette does. So personally, I've not found a shade from this range that would work really well for light summer. We have one partial exception we'll talk about in just a moment. But for me, this is going to excel for cool, true summer or as more of like a little vibrant rosy shade for a soft, muted summer. And respectively, this would also work well as muted, neutral pink plum shade for deep, dark winter, cool, true winter. I'm going to sort this with my soft summer colors. Next is number 35, Cheeky. This is the most difficult of all of them to wear for me. This looks very, very gray, almost like a kind of Play-Doh putty plum gray on my lips. Exceptionally beautiful for a soft muted summer. So 35 Cheeky, soft muted summer. That brings us into 40, which is Witty. Witty is going to function very similarly as almost like a middle ground shade between Koi and Cheeky, except for Witty is going to have a little bit more depth to it. I feel like it has a little bit more of a vampy aspect to it, which would make this as a great kind of everyday plum neutral for, I would say, medium to dark skin tones. But for lighter skin tones, this is going to be a great vampy 1920s flapper-esque lip color made more modern. And I would categorize this for deep dark winter or soft muted summer. I'm going to go ahead and sort this with soft summer. Awestruck is going to be very muted, very gray toned. This is going to be a beautiful color for soft muted summer or soft muted autumn. Also able to teeter into deep dark winter or deep dark autumn. But I do like this shade, and I am very tempted to sort this into my light summer just because the way I like to wear colors. For sorting though and keeping things as color accurate as possible, I'm going to sort this into soft muted summer. All four of the Maybelline Superstay Ink Vinyls are going to be soft muted summer colors. Let's take a look at one from Clio, and the shade is Evening Pale 09. So fascinating. You can definitely see the brightness coming through. This is more sheer. It doesn't have that same density that the Maybelline colors do, but you can just see a little bit more of a cool aspect to this, and you can also see that vibrancy popping through. I feel like this is going to be one of the shades that does really well for cool, true summer, but also really well for cool, true winter. And I like this as a sheer pop. So if you want to wear like a pinky red, but you are more of a light summer color and it can be a color that overwhelms you, something like this as a sheer stain is a really great alternative. So if you wanted to wear something like the Chanel, put this color on the center of your lip, and then you can use something like this one from Clio in Evening Pale to sheer it out and create a little bit of a gradient. It's a very kind of trendy K-beauty lip look that I love. So I'm going to sort Clio and 09 Evening Pale into light summer, cool summer. ColourPop Lip Cream in the shade French Kiss. This feels very similar to the ones from Maybelline, and I think you'll see why. Very muted. I love the color. Like, I really love these kind of mauvey gray pinks with a touch of it, like an antique rose feeling to them. But they don't work well on me. Without putting on a ton of other makeup to really have this as a grounding feature, if I do kind of my everyday kind of soft, no makeup look, colors like this just make me look very, very washed out and like I need some liveliness. And I find if I do wear something like this, like if I'm describing a color to go, then I'll take something like a bright pink and put on top of it just to add a little bit of liveliness back to the color. ColourPop Lip Cream and Fresh Kiss. Did I say French Kiss? Oh, sorry. It is the ColourPop Fresh Kiss lip cream, and the shade is called Off to Paris. A color that it feels similar, and I want to see how similar it is. This is from Buxom. This is the full-on plumping lip matte, and this is the shade Dooley. This is quite similar to the color Off to Paris. A little bit more warmth to it, a little bit more saturation. Meaning it's not as gray. This is still going to fall into that transitional season for me. So this is going to be pretty for soft, muted summer, but I also feel like this would work well for deep, dark winters and everyday lip shade. Buxom full-on plumping lip matte in Dooley, soft summer or deep dark winter. Two here from Hints, one of my favorite color formulas. I think these are the lip glow tints or something along those lines. I'm going to start off with the shade Alluring. This is a nice neutral leaning cool rose. It's almost between a rose and a soft muted red shade. Really beautiful for a soft muted summer. Turns out I had one hiding in depth. Oh wow, that is muted, but that is definitely pulling warm. This is going to be like a muted latte lip color. Okay, that's definitely going to go autumn. The Hints in depth autumn. And if I had to give it like a specific autumn shade, I feel like it's going to be one of those kind of universal autumn colors, is like a soft nude lip color. And then the final shade I have is Prime. Oh wow, Prime and Alluring are so similar. Although you can almost see that little bit more of that cool toned color coming through in Prime compared to Alluring. Since I sorted Alluring into soft muted summer, I'm going to sort Prime into my cool summer, light summer colors because I want to at least have one of them in my everyday rotation. And they are such really easy, really beautiful colors to wear. I've got one here still in the box from Wake Make. Velvet Blurring Fixing Tint Row 8. Cool Pairing. Really pretty component. Beautiful translucent plummy red, similar to Alluring and Prime. It's almost like you mix the two together and pumped up the intensity of the color. This is going to give a really beautiful, more saturated color, but that slightly more muted aspect is going to make it feel very vampy. This is going to do really well for a cool, true summer, but I also feel like it's going to be one of those colors that a lot of the winter color palettes can work with. For right now, I'm going to sort this into soft, muted summer or cool, true summer, just so it's a little bit more in that muted aspect, and for me, it's going to be a little bit more of a statement. So this is one of those colors that requires like an active thought process to kind of work with. Although, if we compare it with these more muted shades up here, this feels a lot more vibrant, like it has more of a white base, which in comparison, these feel very gray. You can see the more vibrant white base in this. So I'm going to sort this actually with my cool summer or light summer colors. Note, it leans more cool summer than it does light summer. Looks like I had another little matte lipstick from Roman hiding. This is the Zero Velvet Tint number 4 Burnt Heart. These two colors actually are really great to swatch next to each other because you can see how muted this is in comparison to the one from Wake Make. Wake Make is definitely much more vibrant, has a higher color value. The chroma is brighter, and the one from Roman in the Zero Velvet Tint in number 4 Burnt Heart, this is definitely a lot more muted. So I'm going to sort this into soft muted summer. And then is this one also a velvet? Yes, Zero Velvet Tint. This is one of my favorite shades. This is number 18 Petal Tassel. I believe back at Christmas I shared a short and I used this color, but this color was becoming like an everyday color for me as a lip cheek eye stain. I mean, you're not technically supposed to use it on your eyes, but I do just for everyday makeup. And this is really beautiful. This is going to be a great, cool, true summer color, but used with a light hand sheared out, this also works really well for light summer. So I'm gonna sort this with my light summer, cool summer colors. Oh wow, and you can already see I'm almost halfway through with this product. Impressive considering the number of lip products I have. Now, let's take a look at some of our colors. So we can keep things going from left to right viewing wise. We are going to swatch my Juicy Lasting Lip Tints backwards. So that means we are going to start off with number 33, Bare Vine. And again, this is the Roman Juicy Lasting Tint. I love this color so much. Look at that beautiful, cool vibrancy coming out. This is going to be a perfect, cool, true summer. And I feel like this would work really well for all summer color palette. But seeing how it's not as muted as some of the other colors, I'm going to sort this with my light summer, cool summer collection. Next, we have number 32, Bare Berry Smoothie. Also, I love wearing this color. This is such a really, really great color. And you can see the vibrancy coming through. This is going to be a perfect light summer color. It's almost like here we have cool summer, there we have light summer. I'm going to go ahead and sort this into light summer. Oh, and these are both from the new Bare Nude series. Next one is the Juicy Lasting Tint from the Milk Grocery series. This is number 28, Bare Fig. And for some reason, I feel like the Milk Grocery series was catered more towards the light summer or summer lights palette. I just found this color to be very difficult to wear. It felt very bright, very bold on me. And the shade Bare Fig makes this, they've almost created this as a hybrid shade of the original series called Fig Fig and one from the original Bare Fruit series, which was called Bare Grape. We're going to look at those later, but this feels more muted. This definitely feels more on the cool summer, soft summer side in a similar realm to Bare Vine, but there's just something about this that pulls quite muted on the lips. So I'm going to sort this with my soft muted summer colors. Two shades, and these are both from the Roman Summer Light series. So this came out around the same time as their Milk series, 27 Pink Popsicle. I love both of these colors for light summer or summer light, whichever you want to call it, but you shear these colors out on the lips and they give your lips the most beautiful lit from within pop of color. And it doesn't look like you're wearing an electric pink on the lips. It feels like you are just wearing the most beautiful natural lip color enhancing shade. It's so beautiful. Again, this is number 27 Pink Popsicle, and this is one I had to remember to take out of my bag the other day for doing these swatch videos, just because it is one of the most stunning colors to wear, especially here in summer. It adds that brightness without feeling like a heavy traditional cream lipstick. So, so beautiful. And the other shade from this collection is Very Berry Pink. This is another one I keep reaching for quite a bit. And to be totally transparent, I wear these two pretty much without thought which one I'm grabbing for, because Very Berry Pink does pull more. It has a little bit more warmth in it compared to Pink Popsicle, but the Very Berry Pink and Pink Popsicle look very, very similar on the lips, worn the way I do. Wearing them where you shear them out to a very thin wash of color on the lips, you can't really distinguish a huge difference between the colors. I love them both. I feel like they are personally both worth having, but I'm biased because this is probably one of my favorite lip formulas of all time. Next, we have Bare Grape. This is from the original Bare Fruit series, and this is one of the two colors that kind of went into making Bare Fig. So you can see this is so muted. Ooh, mine is getting a little bit more difficult to swatch just because I use this one so much, and this is going to be one of those colors that is best for a soft summer, but it is so beautiful and easy to wear. It is more on that neutral cool tone side. I feel like this does really, really help to enhance a soft summer, but I've also seen different winters wear this. I mean, I'm a light summer teetering into cool summer, summer. I wear this color a lot. It's just one of those really great, like, throw it on and go without much thought lip colors. But for sorting, this is going to go into my soft summer colors. Oh, and if I didn't mention, both Very Berry Pink and Pink Popsicle, those both fall into the light summer category. I pulled this from my winter collection, but I just wanted to see, because I mentioned just a few moments ago that there was a shade plus the Bare Grape that were kind of mixed together to create the shade Bare Fig. So we're going to take a look at the Roman Juicy Lasting Tint in the shade 06 Fig, and this is from the original series. And generally I keep this sorted into my winter colors, but this is another one of those colors that is just kind of like a cult favorite. And yeah, I mean, this could definitely work for a soft muted summer, but I feel like this color really shines for your winters, and I really love this for cool true winter as well as deep dark winter. So the shade down here, Bare Fig, was made mixing together Fig and Bare Grape. I'm going to move this back to deep dark winter, but that way you can just kind of see the colors. And again, if you have not tried the Roman Juicy Lasting Tints and you want something that is adjustable, you can either wear it very sheer or you can build it up being a little bit more full coverage, more intense, but you don't want it to feel heavy or dry on the lips and you want it to last all day. This formula is one of the best. Any chance I get to gift this to one of my friends, I do, and anyone I've gifted this to loves it. Loves it. My second favorite formula from Roman for lip tints is the Dewy Full Water Tint. I've got 2 here, and then I've got 3 in the box, so we're going to do a little bit of unboxing. Let's start off with one from their original series. This is number 8 Tulian. I generally keep this sorted into my cool winter shades, but let's take a look at this. Okay, this does feel a little bit more muted. This could be a great everyday color for a cool true winter. Also very beautiful for a soft muted summer. It does have a little bit more vibrancy in it compared to the Juicy Lasting Tint and Fig, which, yeah, I definitely stand by putting that into like the deeper, darker category. I do really love this color. When I'm creating winter looks, I do reach for this color a lot. So I'm going to keep this sorted with my cool, true winter colors, but I also feel like this would be stunning, absolutely gorgeous for cool, true winter if you want a little bit more vibrancy or a little bit more depth on your lips, but you don't want to go for a traditional like magenta or like berry red. This is just a really pretty, easy to wear pop of color that does have some intensity to it, that doesn't feel too intense. That's a lot of words to describe a color. Okay, I have 2 of the 3 shades from the Milk Grocery collection. We are going to start off with number 10, Murmur Pink. I use this color all the time. This is another one, like, just these bright pink colors. I love them so much because you can wear them so sheerly that they don't look like a intense, vibrant pink on the lips. It's like your lips, but enhanced. It's almost like you pinch them and they just have a little bit more blood coming to the surface. They are so beautiful. This is a standout, cool, true summer, light summer. This is also great, very workable for true cool winter or bright, clear winter. So again, Dewy Full Lasting Tint in number 10, Murmur Pink. And the other one I love, this is Lilac Cream, number 11. And I have actually worn this one once or twice. It's so pretty. The effect on the lips is very similar to Murmur Pink, but it's a little bit more softer. It's a little bit more subdued. This is going to be one that is excellent for all summer color palettes. Light summer is going to get this more muted, subdued color. This is going to look right at home, completely harmonious for cool true summer. And then soft muted summer, it's going to give your lips a little bit more vibrancy because it does have more white in the base compared to gray, especially if you look at Lilac Cream versus Bare Grape. You can see how much more of a white base it has in comparison, but it just helps to lift and brighten the face. This is going to go into my light summer, cool true summer selection. Number 14, which is called Custard Mauve. This came out as part of the, I think it's called Mutual Nude collection, which was like an autumn winter collection, and I had wanted this color. I just could not get my hands on it. So this is Dewy Full Water Tint at number 13, Custard Mauve. That is so pretty. This is, wow. this is looking almost like that perfect hybrid of something like the lilac cream and bare grape, but you mix them together. This is beautiful. I feel like this is kind of like right in the middle. This would be a nice, cool, true summer color. You could wear this as like a subtle vamp color for light summer, or as a little bit more of a kind of like hazy, smoky lip color for soft, muted summer. I love this color, and just because I know I'm going to reach for this a ton, I'm going to go ahead and sort this with my cool, true summer leaning into light summer colors. And next one we have is my most recent one, and this collection was a little bit more challenging to get. The collaboration between Roman and Sanrio, Whatever Girls collection, early 2000s, like MySpace font that was very popular. You have the little bunny character from Sanrio called My Melody, and this shade is called number 16, Cheeky Pink. Of this line, there was 4 shades. I only got one because one of the other shades, I believe it was the other character's name was Kuromi, was Custard Mauve, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was Custard Mauve, but it was this color, and then there was another one like Cheeky Taro or something like that, and then there was this one and one more, which I can't remember the other one, but I read online that this shade, yes, this shade Cherry Pink is supposed to kind of mimic the color of My Melody's little cap, so let's swatch. So pretty. This is a color that is more on that neutral, leaning, warm side, and it is going to be too warm for a cool, true summer, but I find it's really beautiful for light summer or light spring. I feel like soft muted summer could pull this off, but it is going to be a little bit more of a brightening shade, and same goes for a soft muted autumn. So I'm going to sort this with my light summer colors, and I just know I'm going to wear it all the time because I have to actively remind myself this is limited edition. I can't get it again, or most likely I won't be able to get it again. So pace myself with using this because just it feels like any of the Roman lip formulas or some of the Peri Para ones we're going to talk about next, I have to really, really make an effort not to use every single day because they are just so easy to wear as a base color. And that being said, I'll use something like this as a base. So I have all these great base colors to wear, and then I can take like a traditional bullet lipstick and apply it on top throughout the day for a little bit of shine and a little bit more color, because after about 30 to 45 minutes, the shine wears down and you get just a really beautiful stained effect. So beautiful. Blur Fudge Tint 06 Mauvish. This is a very fascinating one because it's called Blur Fudge Tint, and I feel like the texture is exactly what the name implies. It has this consistency that is reminiscent of, like, say for instance, you get chocolate on your hand and you go to wipe it away and it doesn't, and you don't fully get it. It kind of leaves this like hazy powdery effect as it kind of thins out. It is just like that. This is going to be a perfect daily wear shade for soft muted summer. Also very, very workable for deep dark winter. Workable, I feel like if you want a little bit more of a neutral cool color for soft muted autumn or deep dark autumn, this could work, but I really feel like this excels in those more smoky muted gray based color palettes like deep dark winter and soft muted summer. So I'm going to sort this with my soft muted summer colors. Talking about formulas I love, let's take a moment and chat about these Peri Para Mood Ink Glowy Tints. See, I've got one opened and then I've got 2 in the box, and recently Amazon had these on sale, so I love this one. So I looked online. The other 2 cool tone shades they had were about half off, so I think I got these for around $6 and they retail for around $12, so I went ahead and purchased the other 2 shades. So let's start with the first one. This is number 04 Youthful Pink. It's either Youthful Pink or Pink Youth. Can't remember, but one of the 2. And this is an easy to wear color. I do find this does not last on the lips as long as the Roman tints, but It is so pretty and it brightens your overall complexion. A lot of these more youthful brightening shades, they do have more of a cool brightening color and they just help to lift the overall skin tone. And this color, number 4, Youthful Pink or Pink Youth, whichever it is, it's so beautiful. Clearly I fell in love with it because I bought 2 more shades, so this is going to my light summer, cool summer colors. Let's take a look at number 6, Plum Update. This is going to be a really great color for cool, true summer, also cool, true winter. I also feel like this would be a really beautiful color on bright, clear winter. That's really pretty. So that is the Para Ink Mood Glowy Tint in 06 Plum Update. I am going to sort this with my cool summer, light summer colors. And that brings us to the final one. This is the shade number 10, Captivating Pink. This packaging is a lot more muted, and just on the applicator you can see the gray. Oh wow, this is a really beautiful muted pinky plum. No, it's more pink than plum. It's more of like an antiqued pink. That's really pretty. Beautiful soft summer color. Yeah, that's a really beautiful everyday soft summer, deep summer colors. That is number 10, Captivating Pink from Para. I have one here from Amuse, and I am not sure what this formula is called. I think it's just called like the water tint, but this is shade number 12, Sunday. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I have another shade coming up soon that's also called Sunday from another brand. Oh wow, that feels rather warm and rather brown looking at everything else on the page. Wow, that's pretty. It's a really pretty shade, but that's definitely giving me like, this could go soft summer, but I feel like more realistically, this would get reached for more in the soft muted autumn colors. But if you're curious about the color and you are a soft muted summer, you might also like it. So Amuse Lip Tint number 12 Sunday is going to move to soft muted autumn. One of my favorites, this is from Revlon. This is the Color Stay Satin Ink in number 007, Partner in Crime. And I almost feel like this was like formula that was similar to the Maybelline Vinyl Inks, just came out a little bit earlier. And this shade is almost like a more softer hybrid of Maybelline's Awestruck and Koi. I love this color so much. This is a great soft summer color, but if you want more of a muted nude pink lip color for a light summer, this is also great. So I'm going to put this right back in my light summer colors because I love it so much. One from Sydney Grace, lip cream or matte lip cream. This was something I got in one of their mystery bags, and this is in the shade Liz. Pretty muted pinky plum nude shade. I feel like that's going to be a really beautiful soft summer color. The Etude Fixing Tint, and this is shade 08 Dusty Beige. Pretty shade. It's like a mix of a plum, a rose, and a mauve with a hefty amount of like a gray brown added to it. Really pretty. This is definitely going to go into soft summer. Bia or BBIA Last Velvet Lip Tint in number 21, Real Note. Reminiscent of the previous one from Etude, a little bit more of a moussey formula. It has this powdery aspect to it. Doesn't have as much warmth to it as this one that we looked at down here from Amuse. I feel like this would be another really beautiful one for a soft muted summer. Bia or Biba, it's gonna bother me, I don't know how to say that. Lucky Shine Lip Tint and number 10 Beauty Award. Easy color wear, great for cool, true summer, but it's one of those colors I feel like could really work for all of the summer color palettes. This would definitely appear more vibrant, more lively than a lot of the soft summer colors, so it would be more of a pop of color for a soft muted summer, but I find for light summer, this gives a really pretty just bitten effect, and then for cool, true summer, this is just kind of a run-of-the-day, easy grab-and-go color. So this is going to go in my light summer, cool summer category, and this is Lucky Shine Lip Tint in Beauty Award. Let's take a look at 3CE Blur Water Tint. The first one I have is called Double Wind, and we are going to take a look down here. So 3CE Blur Water Tint, is that correct? Yes, Blur Water Tint in the shade Double Wind, another one of my favorite colors. This is going to be a little bit more of a vampy stain, but beautiful for cool, true summer, and a great statement color that is a little bit more, has a little bit more impact than everyday, but it isn't quite a bold evening lipstick for soft muted summer. Really, really beautiful. So again, 3CE Blur Water Tint in the shade Double Wind. That's going to go with my soft muted summer lip colors. And then we have the shade Early Hour. And this is from the, I think this was Spring Summer 2022 split second collection. And I bought the entire collection and it's really pretty. That collection had some of the best nail polish colors. So again, this is called Early Hour. Oh, we have a little bit more brown in this color. Fascinating. Oh, that's really pretty though. Definitely has some more warmth. This is still very workable for a soft muted summer. But if we look at these two together, they're not drastically different. Like they're both still muted rose plum shades. The big difference is Double Wind has more of a berry leaning shade, where this would make it great for a cool, true summer leaning into soft muted summer. And then Early Hour definitely falls more into that muted, warm, rosy, it's like a plum meets a rosy brown or a rosewood shade. So that makes it great for soft muted summer leaning into soft muted autumn. Also going to be really pretty for deep dark winter and deep dark autumn. Soft summer colors, this one goes. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the other color called Sunday. This is the 3CE Velvet Lip Tint. Oh, sorry. This is called Cashmere Nude, not Sunday. I thought I had a shade called Sunday from 3CE. I could be very, very mistaken. I just knew I had a shade called Sunday in my collection. So 3CE Velvet Lip Tint in Cashmere Nude. This is just a really easy color to kind of throw on and wear without much thought. This is going to be a great transitional color. I feel like it could work well for deep dark winter, bright clear winter, soft muted summer, as well as light summer. For sorting it, I'm going to put this with my soft muted summer colors. One that I am so excited for, and this is another one of those things where the collection spoke to me. So I bought the entire thing, and thankfully when I was in the US when I got this, and Daisy, which is a relatively new K-beauty brand, they have an official Amazon store, and they had, if you spent a certain amount, you got like 40% off your total. So I saved quite a bit of money buying this collection. So these are the Daisy Water Blur Tints. So we are going to swatch them in order. So that means I'm going to actually swatch them backwards. Start with shade number 10. This is called Sweet Mauve. And I love this packaging. Like it's just a cute, like millennial pink. You have these like little strawberries. So we have Sweet Mauve, another great transitional summer color. So easy to wear. I love wearing this color. I'm just going to go ahead and put this into my light summer colors. And I feel like this entire collection really felt like it was focused towards that light summer, cool summer spectrum, because it is a very strongly cool toned, it does have a lot of cool toned pinky purple shades with a relatively strong white base. So that is number 10, Sweet Mauve. Number 9, Very Berry, a little bit more purple with the strawberries. Really pretty, leaning into the cool summer colors. Also really pretty for a cool true winter. Number 8, Chilling, which I think Chilling was the first one I purchased, and it was the color that kind of made me fall in love with this range of colors. This so beautiful, so vibrant, and this color, it screams bright winter, light summer, bright summer, because it has that nice, beautiful vibrancy. But I love using this color as what they would call in like a lot of K-beauty lip trends, where you see that ombre effect, where something like this is what they would call a point color, and you would have it gradiate outwards into something more soft and more muted. So I love this color for a bright pop of color on the center of the lip. And even though it looks really bright, the way you apply these and you sheer them out, they can either look like this on lips, or they can be very sheer and a very delicate color that just influences the eye to see something a little bit more magenta than your actual lip color. Next, we have number 7, Lavender Cream. Might be my favorite shade. Really beautiful lavender pink. Muted, but it still has a white base. It's just like a soft pinky purple color. It's just so beautiful, so easy to wear, and it just makes things feel very fresh. And then lastly, number 6, Berry Aid. I remember when these were arriving in the mail, this was the second one that arrived, and I remember I opened it up, tried it on, and then I was ready to head out for the day, and then I was like, yep, this is my lip color of the day. And again, it looks like this vibrant, lively pink, and it is, but you shear it out on the lips and it just brightens your lip. When you're a kid and you take a flashlight and hold it up to your hand, and the light creates this illuminating effect where it adds like this, like you can see like the reds and the pinks and just that light showing through. Colors like this worn very sheerly on the lips give you that effect. It just looks very bright on the lips, and it's just very fun. So that is 06 Berry Aid. Here are all 5 shades of the Dayseek Water Blur Tint. So we have 06 Berry Aid, 07 Lavender Cream, 08 Chilling, 09 Very Berry, 10 Sweet Mauve. There are all of the liquid lipstick, liquid lip creams, lip tints swatched. I need to figure out how to sort these into my collection, and I will be right back and we'll take a look. So everything is sorted. I've got all of my light summer, cool summer. I've got some things in boxes I still need to get pictures of. And then I have my soft summers, which are overflowing. So I've got a few traditional bullet cream matte lipsticks also in here. That is, wow, a lot of lip stains, but they're swatched. So we are going to move on to the next section, which is going to be lip gloss. We are going to start off with the Fenty Beauty Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm in the shade Latte Lip. It's starting to smell off, so this I might just go ahead and toss because it's not a color that does anything for me when I wear it. It's just kind of like this weird brown, oh wow. Swatching it, it definitely smells off. So I think this is something I just need to part ways with because it smells a little funny. This could work for a soft summer, but again, I feel like this is one of those colors that is best for the autumn season. It's a nice brown tone, much like the color of a latte. This would be beautiful for soft, muted autumn, deep, dark autumn, as well as warm, true autumn. That's where I would sort this into the autumns. Mine's old. I'm going to toss it. Also, tragically old. I've just been hanging on to it because I don't want to spend the money to buy another one, but honestly, I don't really reach for lip plumpers anymore. It still smells minty, but not that fresh, minty smell that it has when it's new. I know this is not the way it's supposed to smell. And plus, I think the packaging's been updated. Who knows, maybe the formula's updated. Dior Lip Maximizer, and this was in shade 001 Pink. Great for any color palette. It's a translucent neutral pink. It would work for pretty much anyone except maybe the coolest of cool tone people. This is just a clear lip gloss from Tower 28. This was like a free sample from a Sephora order. Oh, okay, that smells really weird. I was gonna say, I've never used this, but I know I've had it for a while because I don't reach for clear lip gloss. I like at least something like a light pink. That smells funny. I'm just gonna toss it. But since it's clear, it would work for anyone. I know this is old. This is something I purchased because Amanda Z really loved this. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in number 215 Super Natural. I was using this as like a soft summer gloss. Also very workable for soft autumn. Right in the line of soft autumn, soft summer. On the paper, it definitely feels warm. Okay, this also doesn't smell right. Is my nose broken? Is everything, like, have these just gone bad? Has it been that long since I've reached for them? Because I don't reach for this. Okay, yeah, I mean, I know I've had this since the first year of having my YouTube channel. Yeah, I just need to let this go. But it's really pretty. I would say if you're a soft autumn, maybe a soft summer, Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss, and yeah, 215 Super Natural. Maybelline Lifter Glosses. Oh wait, I've got a new one down here. I only ever reach for 2 out of the 4. Swatched my most recent one first, Maybelline Lifter Gloss in 021 Gummy Bear. This is from the Summer Candy Collection. Barbie-esque, light summer, cool summer lip gloss. It's so good. 110% keep. I mean, it's new, so there's no need to throw it away. But this is a great light summer, soft summer. I would even say maybe a cool summer could wear this, but I could also see this pulling warm if you have any type of natural warmth in your lip colors. Shade 004 Silk. And there was just something about this color that just didn't do much for me. I remember why. It wasn't that it didn't do anything for me. It felt very, very dark. It still smells normal. It smells fine. This would be a great soft summer lip color. I'm going to hang on to this because I feel like for soft summer season, I could do something fun with this color. Shade 003 Moon. This gives me like vibes of like the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow gloss, but slightly more cool toned. I remember when I had the original Fenty Glow, I reached for this one more often than that one. And then I also had another shade in this range called, I think, Topaz. That was supposed to be like the dupe of the original Fenty Glow. And that shade was just orangey brown on me. So I reached for this more often. I do like this one. I definitely like this more than Moon. And this does have more of that muted quality to it. So I feel like this would do really well for a soft muted summer. But I could also see this working for light summer as well. But that more muted aspect, it makes me definitely pull for soft summer. Shade 002 Ice. This looks like a milky pink. It's pretty much clear. The very first lifter gloss I purchased, and I know that was in the first year of having my YouTube channel, and this does not smell like the other three. So I feel like this is safe for me just to sort, but if you're in seasonal color, this would work for any season. It's a clear neutral pink. It's like the same shade pretty much as the Dior Lip Maximizer. It's a clear pink that has a little bit of a minty quality to the color. I just mentioned Fenty Beauty, so I've got two glosses, Universal Lip Luminizer formula, and I have the shade Sweet Mouth, and I have reached for this quite a bit. This is a pretty much clear on the lips, but swatched out, it has a little bit more of like an antique pinky peach color. I love this for light summer, light spring. Fenty Beauty Cream Gloss Formula, and this one is in shade Fenty Glow. It's a really pretty shade. It's gonna pull warmer than I like. Really pretty color for soft muted autumn, deep dark autumn. Soft summer might be able to work with this, but I feel like it's just, if you look at the comparison of all the other shades we've got, I definitely feel like this would shine brighter. No Rihanna pun intended for a autumn over a soft summer. Tower 28 has a habit of going off very, very quickly. So let's see how this smells. Because I have a newer Tower 28 gloss that I've got in a duo. The new one pretty much has no smell, and it has a smell. Like, a chemical smell isn't the word I want to use, but it just smells like something. It has this like plasticky smell. But we'll swatch it. This is shade Cashew. It also looks warmer than I remember it being. Yeah, that's brown. That's gonna be an autumn color. I would say this could even be like a great warm autumn or a warm spring color. It smells weird, so I'm gonna throw that one away. Oh, and by the way, that's shade Cashew if I didn't mention it, and this is the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly. Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Sesame, which they said this was their mauve shade, and I don't know, this ended up having a lot more color than I was expecting. Sheared out with a very small amount. It's very pretty. It's a really beautiful, soft summer color because it's not a straight cool toned color. It definitely has a little bit more of a neutral cool tone because if your lips have any suggestion of warmth, it's going to pick up a little bit of warmth in the color. So great soft summer or deep winter color. Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Sesame. I want to talk about this because I don't think I've ever spoke about this on my channel. This is the NARS Afterglow Lip Shine Gloss. Wow, that is tiny, tiny writing, and I do not have my glasses on. And the shade is called Nympho, which NARS, gotta love the names. I just remember reading this was like the most beautiful, cool-toned 90s lip gloss, and it is a really beautiful plum brown color that is very reminiscent of the 90s, but it is such a hard color for me to wear. It's one of those colors that I want to wear because I like the way this looks in the tube. Like, this brown color I really like, but when I put this on, the undertone doesn't feel off. It's just the color doesn't do anything for me. It's just my skin tone, my lips, my teeth, vibrancy of my eyes, everything looks like it's just kind of been grayed out, and I just don't look my best. So beautiful color, great for a soft muted summer, possibly even a true summer. I feel like this could be really pretty, but for me, light summer, this just feels a little meh. Great for soft summer. Another color that I just felt meh about, Charlotte Tilbury Collagen Lip Bath in the shade Pillow Talk. This was like one of those products that I felt like I was in a panic when I bought it because everyone was loving Pillow Talk and I just struggled finding a Pillow Talk color that worked for me. And this works better than some, but it's a sheer lip gloss and it's starting to like smell off. I mean, I've had this since, if I'm not mistaken, I purchased this, I think in either late November, early December 2021, because I remember wearing this to my friend's house for like a little Christmas dinner with some friends. And yeah, I just remember that whole night when I saw myself in the mirror, this just color felt very off and I didn't reach for it much. When I used it, I think back in June for my Pillow Talk video, I remember it smelled a little off and the color's just too warm. This would be another great, I feel like a soft summer could work because it does have some neutrality to it, but this is going to excel for the soft autumn color palette. 4 shades of the Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace. Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace in the shade Muse. I feel like this is probably the one I've worn the most because it's just an easy muted shade. It is going to be more on that muted side. This is feeling warmer than I remember it being. This feels very autumnal in the color. I feel like this is going to be a great shade for a soft muted autumn or deep dark autumn. It does have a fleck of a little bit of a coolness to it, but not cool enough to make it like a neutral cool or a cool toned. I feel like I'm contradicting myself. So this is going to be like great for those autumn transitional seasons. So soft muted autumn and deep dark autumn. Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace in Muse. Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace in the shade Blush. I remember when I saw the shade previewed online, I thought it was going to be the most perfect shade, and it's beautiful. It's just a little bit goes a very long way, because what I love about these glosses is they've got some punch as far as color, and the shade is just beautiful for a soft, muted summer, deep, dark winter. Again, I don't feel like it has enough coolness to it to really suit like the true cool winter, cool true summer, but it's a beautiful color either way, and I'm going to put this in my soft summer selection. Next one, we have one of my favorites. I mean, it's a favorite, but I don't reach for it all that often because it is so punchy. This is the Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace in the shade Beauty. And this one, if you mostly wipe off the applicator and just work on getting this like really beautiful sheer wash of color, it is a really beautiful color. This is one I love for bright, clear winter, but I also feel like if you pair it with like a lip liner that is a little bit more on these like cool purpley sides, it could work really, really well for cool, true winter, cool, true summer. But on its own, I feel like it has like this like little glimmer of warmth that kind of knocks out that cool true season and puts it more into the cool pushing on neutral. So I'm going to sort this into my bright clear winter colors. Although now that it's kind of settling down, I do feel like this could almost be a cool summer color. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to keep this on cool summer. The last one I have is in the shade Songbird. So Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace in Songbird. And I think this was referred to as like a putty pink shade when Lisa described it. And again, this is a color that feels very autumnal to me. It doesn't feel as muted as Muse, but it doesn't have any glimmer to me of coolness or neutrality. It feels just purely warm tone. I actually seen this here. It's like a warm tone with a white base. So this makes me feel more spring. Actually, okay, so I'm going to sort Lisa Eldridge Songbird into light spring. Westman Atelier Squeaky Clean Lip Balm, Liquid Lip Balm in the shade Garcon. This is so beautiful, and this is the second one I've purchased. It is just so beautiful, so easy to wear. It is a very muted plummy shade, but it goes on quite sheer. looking at this swatch, it would be great for a cool, true summer or a soft summer, but I feel like it's a color that all summers, and in that case, pretty much even all winters could wear. I mean, if you want to add a little bit more contrast to this, I would pair it with a lip pencil for that's a little bit more punchy if you want to wear this as like your lip color for a winter, but I just feel like it's a great kind of well-rounded, everyday, muted, cooler toned lip color. I'm going to put this into my soft summer. I have 3 from Rimmel. So let's start off with the Rimmel London Oh My Gloss in the shade 260 My Eternity. This color is giving me flashbacks to a MAC lipstick from way back when called Bubbles. Bubbles was almost more of like a silver beige. This has got more of like a slightly gray purple color to it, or a mauve. This is really pretty. This is going to be a great soft summer, muted summer gloss. Rimmel London Stay Glossy. And I have the first one we're going to take a look at is number 340, Captivate Me. Oh, that's really pretty. Captivate Me reminds me of, in a way, of Lisa Eldridge, the shade Beauty, but I mean, it's a much more sheer. It feels more cool toned, and it's more of a tacky gloss. It's really pretty. This is going to go into, I would say this is a great kind of cool summer color that pretty much any of the cool toned summer palettes could work with. So Rimmel London Stay Glossy and 340 Captivate Me. Next, I have this more muted pinky peach shade, and I don't know the number on this one. It doesn't have a sticker. Well, it did at one point. I think I've removed it. So let's just swatch and see what happens. Muted peach, definitely more on the warm tone side. This doesn't feel more autumn, and it doesn't smell like my other one. Okay, I feel like this is past its prime. Let's take a look at Buxom. This is the Buxom full-on plumping lip polish in the shade Dolly. This is such a beautiful classic color. And I think Buxom says Dolly is a mauve or mauve plum, or maybe just a mauve. It's really beautiful, muted mauvey pink, and great for, I would say great for a soft muted summer, but if you want a little bit of a vamp in a gloss form, also very workable for light summer. And then I have a bareMinerals. This is the Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm in the shade Ingenuity. And these are fascinating. They have a smell reminiscent of like sweet tarts. Such a beautiful brownie plum shade with a little bit of a kind of apricot brown mix into it. Great for soft summer or soft autumn. So bareMinerals Mineralist Lip Gloss in the shade Ingenuity Soft Summer. Let's go to drugstore and take a look at some from NYX, and this is one of my favorites. This is the NYX This Is Milky Gloss in the shade Ube Milkshake. I have a few cool toned friends that I have gifted this to, and everyone seems to really love it. It is a really pretty muted gloss. It's can go a little bit more purple, a little bit more pink, depending on the natural color of your lips. And it is such a comfortable formula. It's more of a mid-weight gloss, and something about it feels nourishing, and it does have a little bit of like a milkshake sweetness in the taste of the gloss. So I really like this, and I feel like it's great for, I love this for soft muted summer, but I also feel like it plays really well with deep dark winter, and I even feel like for a little bit more of an understated gloss, this can be really pretty for a bright clear winter. Next, I have 2 shades of the iconic NYX Butter Gloss. First one we're going to look at is called Tiramisu. This is a classic. I have been through, I think, 3 of these over the years. I remember when I was working at Sephora, one of our product consultants wore a lip gloss throughout our training, and I was like, that gloss is so pretty. And she always said it was either NYX Tiramisu, or she wore, I think it was Apple Strudel, and I think the other one she had was Creme Brulee. I think that was it. I think those are the 3. But this is a really pretty kind of middle of the road pink, and this is great for, I would say, all summer color palettes. And this is one I like to wear quite a bit, so I'm going to sort this with my light summer cool summer glosses. And then the most recent one to my collection, this is called Marshmallow. And I had this moment where I really wanted to try out purpley lip colors, and they're fun. This is definitely going to be more of a cool true winter, cool true summer color, but I feel like bright clear winter, light summer, and soft summer, as well as deep winter, can also kind of play with this color. It's just a really interesting color, and on the lips it does, for me at least, my lips are quite pigmented, so this does cause the kind of purpley tint. I really like this gloss. My thing is, this purple color, it has a lot more pigment to it than I feel like most glosses do, and it doesn't always go on that smoothly. I feel like I really need to build it up, and then I have to worry about areas of my lips, like some parts look more purple, other parts look more pink. It's just not a very consistent gloss. So if it was more consistent, I would wear it more often, because I think the color is really unique, because it doesn't look so purple on the lips. On my lips it goes more of like a lilac-y color, but I don't know. This, overall, I like to sort this into my soft muted summer colors, because I feel like it really excels with that color palette. Also, for soft muted summer, I have got a Sephora Collection Colorful Gloss Bomb in the shade number 28 Soulmate. Now, I don't think this color has been discontinued, but I've heard whisperings of it, and it's still listed on the Sephora website. It's just been out of stock for ages, it feels like. And in my 2022 soft summer video, this was a product that a lot of people seemed really excited about. And it is a very muted lavender purple with a strong muted gray undertone to it. And it's pretty. It's just, I don't know if you can still get it or not, but until it's removed from the Sephora website, I'm going to keep it in hopes that it is not discontinued, because it's really pretty. Not the easiest color for me to wear, but I think it's a really pretty, really unique lip gloss, and the price point of the Sephora collection is phenomenal. We are left with some of my favorite gloss formulas. So let's start off with the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Lip Glosses. First one we're going to take a look at is New Romantic. And this is described as a neutral pink, but I feel like it almost tiptoes into neutral cool territory. I love it. I reach for it all the time. This is another great one that is beautiful for light summer as well as soft muted summer. And I feel like it could easily tiptoe into the light spring, soft autumn colors as well. I really love this Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Lip Gloss in the shade New Romantic. And the other one I have, which this was one I purchased on recommendation of Amanda Z, and this is, of course, the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss in the shade Force of Nature. And this is such a beautiful, it's almost like a rosy brown. It blends out to this really sheer wash of color. And in a way, it reminds me of a slightly more plummy version of NARS Nympho Gloss. I think they're both really pretty. They're both really unique. Between the two, I personally prefer the Bobbi Brown because it's not as saturated. And for a color like this, it's easier for me to wear when it doesn't have as much base to it as the NARS does, but I think they're both really beautiful. And if you're in a store and you're between the two, I would say get whichever one you like the formulation of more, because they are so similar. I want to try the NARS Afterglow lip gloss in another color, but because I think it feels really nice, but I'm just very partial to the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused lip glosses. 3 of the Chanel Rouge Cocoa Gloss. First one we are going to take a look at is the most recent addition to my collection, 726 Icing. I'm not sure if this is going to show up or not, because it is a pale, milky pink with a strong white base in the color. I love this. This is a great light summer, bright winter, cool summer, cool summer, cool winter color. Really, really beautiful. I feel like it's going to have too much of a white base for your soft muted summer, deep dark winter. It's just so pretty. It's so easy to wear, and I enjoy it a lot. So light summer. So the next shade we're going to look at is shade 728 Rose Pulp. I love that this is a little bit warmer, and for me, this is a color that kind of straddles the line between a light spring and a light summer color. I like it. I reach for it a lot. I'm keeping this in light summer. And the the other shade I have is shade 804 Rose Nave. And this definitely has a little bit more of vibrancy and brightness into the color. Like you can almost see where it makes the shade Rose Pulp look a little bit more muted. But I love this color. This is another great color for light summer or cool true summer. Also very workable by cool winter and bright winter. So I love that. Oh, I have one more gloss up here. This is from Tom Ford. This is the Gloss Luxe in the shade number 11 Gratuitous. This is one I purchased from Nordstrom when they were on sale. This might be discontinued. Honestly, I forget I have it because it was in the back of my drawer. The color is really pretty. It's a really beautiful, soft summer berry shade. It smells fine. It still has like a creamy vanilla scent to it. I feel like that's really pretty. If it's still around, I'm going to keep it in soft summer. If it's not, I will move it to my archive drawer because that color is beautiful in the gloss formula. It's a nice, thick, weighty gloss that doesn't feel thick in the sense of being heavy, but it feels very nourishing to the lips. Really, really pretty. And the packaging itself is quite heavy. I mean, a lot of it is here in the cap, but it's a very luxurious feeling product. And then lastly is something that is just kind of funny to me. I was so excited for the Ramon Sanrio collection, the Whatever Girls collection, and I love the Glasting Water Gloss. I only had one shade, and the one I had is 00 Meteor Track. So I'm like, ooh, this is cute, because I wanted something with Cure Me on it, and I was just like, ooh, this is a product I know I'll wear, because the other color I liked from the Dewy Full Water tint I already had, and then I just purchased this, and then I got home to realize that they are both shade 00 Meteor Track. So I'm hanging on to this one. I'm keeping it in the packaging as my backup because I love this gloss so much. It is a clear gloss, but it has a blue purple shimmer to it, which gives it a nice cool tone effect. And this applicator is very interesting. It is a more like plastic paddle applicator, and it gives a nice kind of menthol or Vicks Vapor Rub like kind of taste to the lip, and it's just very, very pleasant to use. I like it. Feels very lightweight, and it doesn't feel sticky on the lips. So this is one I really enjoy. So that is the Ramon Glasting Water Gloss in shade 00 Meteor Track, and I have both the just plain packaging, and then I also have the one from the Sanrio Whatever Girls collection with Kurumi on it. Lip glosses are all sorted, and that means we have finished swatching my lip color collection. I just finished watching through and editing the video, and oh my goodness, there are so many things that were talked about in this video. Leave me your comments down below. Let me know what are some of your favorite cool toned or even just favorite lip tints, because I love a good K-beauty style lip tint. I think my favorites still have to be a Juicy Lasting tint. Let me know your favorite and any other thoughts you had throughout the video. Until we see each other again, I hope you're taking care of yourself wherever it is you are in the world, and I will see you later. Bye, y'all.